Oh, that's good. I can do that too. That's very good. Okay.
All right.
Are we going to, I'm interested in this. Are we going to learn about this?
Yes, you are.
Good.
You're going to meet somebody who can tell you more about it later today. We have some flyers here. So,
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Tonight's actually shown the August.
Is it at the Global Village? Yeah. Yeah, but an easy one to be confused.
Yes, everything's round.
Yeah, that's right. I'm used to North America, which is the opposite. You can't go wrong.
Space for the sex worker union crowd.
Cool.
That there's some things on the inside that aren't working well at the moment.
So the brothel operates 24/7 or what kind of hours?
It operates. Hi. Aren't there? Hi. Good to meet you. Hi, I'm Nadia. Oh, welcome. Welcome. Excellent. I'm Nadia. Yeah, come in.
These are folks are not part of it.
Oh, okay. They just come in for me. Have you?
So we'll go. She's not going to get nearby. I'm going to just stand outside. We'll get these guys settled.
Okay, sounds good.
Talk about half an hour here, a little bit about the situation of sex work here in the Netherlands. And there's time for you to ask your questions here within the PIC. For the people that are here now, it's fine to use your camera and to make photos and to record. That's not fine to walk like that on the street. Running independently ever since. And so that's what we basically what we keep doing. So with that, these are your two tour guides. We have Foxy and Karin here. And they will provide you with a bit more information about the situation of sex work in the Netherlands and here in Amsterdam, how it's organized, and tell you a little bit about themselves. Do you want to get started again, Foxy? Yeah. The world are diverse and have diverse interests and diverse ways of wanting to work and diverse interests of their careers and types of services that they would provide. And so the whole idea, of course, also for Proud is to expand the options for sex workers and to expand the human rights for sex workers and the protection and the safety, right? And the opportunity for sex workers to determine for themselves what they want to do and in which way they want to work. So one of the options that we have in the Netherlands, which of course is different from many other countries in the world, is the window brothels, like you will see here, which is one of many ways in which you can work as a sex worker in the Netherlands. Karin might tell you a little bit about another form of sex work that is happening in the Netherlands in a little bit.
You mean the work I do?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which is different, but you know, so you can choose whether you want to work as a sex worker behind a window like this, and whether you want to do it in the busy streets like this famous red light district, or in the more quiet sex worker streets, which are there as well in Amsterdam. You can also work in a private club, or a private brothel, a home brothel. You can work in a club. You can work as an escort. You can work in porn behind a webcam. You know, I mean, there's so many different ways in which you can do sex work, right? The difficulty in the Netherlands is that the legislation is decentralized. So municipalities can determine in large part their own rules and regulations when it comes to governed by labor laws and labor protocols. It has been regulated. So that's different from decriminalized. So it's not criminalized here. You are allowed to work as a sex worker. You are allowed to pay taxes for it and all of that. It's all legal. But the way that the Dutch like to organize things is with a lot of rules and regulations.
And exceptions on rules.
And so they make it really, really difficult.
And why to call it red light area? In every country they call it as a red light area. It should be removed.
Yeah.
It should not be given the name like red light area. Why it is red light area?
Yeah, why does it have to be regulated? And other professions?
In other professions, it's not like that.
These cards, you'll be seeing it later on, but these cards show the sex worker stand behind the window.
Legalized. Yeah.
So what would you say are the so what are the challenges you as a sex worker face?
The challenges are we pay taxes and a lot of taxes, and we don't get anything for it in return. Because when we want to buy a home, we can't. Bank accounts are very hard to get.
Why is it that?
Because it's
In the Netherlands, I mean, school is mandatory for all children, and children of sex workers go to school. So yeah, that
It means it is a good situation.
to better schools or send, you know, their kids who live in other countries to schools as well if they need to pay for that. So yeah, elementary school in the Netherlands is free. You don't need to pay for that.
and if he comes, yeah, then the negotiation starts about what he wants and for what price and how long. So I ask like 50 euros for 15 minutes.
Okay, we can divide into 2 groups of 4, each of you. Yeah, so maybe just 4. Okay. Is that correct? Keep.
Yeah, but an easy one to be confused.
Yes, everything's round.
Yeah, that's right. I'm used to North America, which is the opposite. You can't go around.